What's up, man? So, Vince, you already know what we're doing. I know you. You know, you're probably like, really, Bo? I'm number three, not number one. This is in no specific order, just so you know. I am excited because this is 40 for 40, Vince. If you haven't seen it, 40 for 40. 40 people, 40 days, 40th birthday. So I can't believe I committed to doing this, but it was an idea I had, Vince, and I just wanted to honor people that have been a major part of my life. And Vince, you already know, I'm not just saying this, you've been one of the biggest parts of my life, the most consistent friend I've had from pretty much birth until now. I'm going to introduce you, Vince, to everybody else out there. This is Vince Pramik. And yes, so many people used to say, wait, your cousin's name is Vince, like my cousin Vinny, and is his last name Vincent? And it's like, no, this is Vince Pramik. But my cousin Vince has been one of my best friends over my entire life, from little kid all the way until now. We had a blast in high school. He practically lived with me. It was like he went to my school but didn't, because he was always around. So we spent a ton of time together from the second we were born. But really, once we started driving, we spent a lot of time together, and Vince would come to my house. So why is Vince such a big part of my life? Because he's been there for me through the years. We would we would stick up for each other from the time that we could. I go back to YMCA, to high school, to college. We always stuck up for each other. Vince is a man of his word. I'm not sure, Vince, if you've ever really told me you were going to do something and not did it. Not that I can remember. So you've always been a man of your word, always stick up for me. You've always been somebody that I could rely on, like a brother, super thick. I mean, as thick as blood gets with you, Vince. You have been.
You are, Bo, if I can interrupt, you are my brother.
Yeah.
Through and through.
We are. We are.
Some of my fondest memories are with you, my cousin.
So what's great about Vince, we were also the same age in the same grade. We also, I had my struggles in college, and I ended up bringing them to Akron U to be close to Vince. And here's another reason why Vince is so important in my life. There's a million reasons on why, but let me explain one of the ones that he knows, but I want to make sure I bring up. Vince was pretty instrumental in me dating Kristen. And I think one of the most instrumental people to that connection in my entire life. So I went off to college. It didn't do well, but when I came back, Vince is like, oh yeah, I've been hanging out with Kristen. I was like, I would love to see Kristen. And essentially Vince is like, I think you should date Kristen. I think you should ask Kristen. I'm like, you think she even would go out on a date with me? So he encouraged me and supported me. He was the best wingman of all time, because he helped me get the most beautiful woman I probably ever could have got, which is like, you're laughing, but it's like, talk about out kicking my coverage. So
I'm not laughing. I'm smiling because I know you're telling the truth.
It's true, right? So thankful to be married to Kristen. Vince was a big part of that. Vince has been like a brother to me. We have fought through a lot. You know, funny story. Actually, not funny, Vince, but I was in town for Allstate signing paperwork for this new agency. And no joke, I got one of the worst calls ever. My cousin Vince, who's on the call right now, was hurt at work. Vince lost his leg at work in a tragic accident. And I used to live 3-4 hours away. So it was crazy, because I was in town here, close to where you got hurt. And I was able to be one of the first persons in the hospital, which was fitting, because even though I had moved away for almost 10 years, it was nice that I was one of the first persons that wasn't your mom, dad, or wife at the hospital. So your dad, or your who was the other person? Wife and brother KP. So I was like one of the 4th, 5th persons there, and I felt like extremely sad. But I was thankful, because Vince has suffered a lot of loss in his life, and he's overcome a lot. I mean, look at, there's his fake leg, or his missing leg, not even fake leg.
Just saying hi.
So not only do I have a nub on my hand, my cousin has a nub on his leg. So some inside jokes there. But Vince suffered, but he overcame. And you had a very positive outlook. And I know it's not positive every single day because you're always raw and real with me. And I really appreciate that. But you've had a very positive outlook overall, even when times are tough. And you have had a very up and down life, my friend. And you are still standing, even on one leg, and very strong. You lost your mother at a young age, and you had a tragic accident, and you also lost your leg, and so you've overcome a lot, my man. And I look
You
up
know
to
a
you.
lot about me, Bo.
What?
You know a lot about me, from
I do.
mother to the accident in high school to leg, you know,
Yeah.
and you know a lot about, and you have the same blood as me, so the same ability to stand up, overcome, not let anything hold you down.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to honor you, Vince, because 40 for 40, you fit right in the middle of 40 for 40 as somebody that has truly impacted and changed my life. And I hope that that really resonates with you. I think some people that I'm going to speak to over these 40 days may not realize, but I think my life has been better because you've been in it, and I love you. Love you like a brother. That's not a saying for me and you. It is the truth. And it's been such a fun life to share with you. And some of my best memories in life have been with you, especially like as a kid, teenager, in college. My best stories, you and I have the best stories. I think we talked about this, Vince. We would have one of the most entertaining podcasts ever if we just sat down and talked raw about our life and just had fun and shared stories from back in the day. We're not going to go down that road today, but someday I think we will. And we might share it with the world, and I think the world would get a real kick out of it.
If I can I share some news with your stream and the
Yeah.
lot?
Yes,
I
let's do
am
it.
going to turn 40 myself, following you, which I've always fallen in your shadow. A couple months after you, but on January, I will turn 40, and we will be having our third child in February. So I'll be
I am.
bringing our third child to the world after I'm 40. So 40, 40 plus years to come.
That's your birthday present, is a baby. So, Vince, I'm excited. I'm glad you shared it on here because I didn't know if I was allowed to share it or not. But Vince has a third baby on the way, a baby girl, correct?
We believe it to be a girl this time,
Okay,
yes.
we don't know yet, but he already has two boys, just like I have three boys. So I would not be surprised if you do have another boy, because we have three boys, and I guess the genes are strong. But congratulations to you, man. You're going to be a phenomenal father to the third one, because it's really cool. And I've learned this too. I've become a better father to my last son because I learned on the first two. Now I'm able to be just a little better father than I was the first
Yeah,
couple
first
times
time
around.
around. I mean, I really think we're all learning the
Yeah,
very first time around.
I know, right? We don't get to
Thank
just
God they're
practice.
awesome.
I love it, man, and I love when our kids get together. I know we don't do it enough, but I think we both would agree that we just absolutely love each other, and we love when our kids get to kind of feel what you and I felt when we were kids, and it was awesome. And all the way back to Grandma and Poppy's house, we would meet up. We lived in different. I lived in Indiana. Vince lived in Ohio. We'd meet up at Grandma and Poppy's for a couple weeks at a time because our grandparents would take just Vince and I, because we were the same age. Our younger brothers went at different times. So it was always special because almost every single summer, Vince and I got to go spend time with our grandma and grandpa, who we both loved dearly. And we learned so much from them. But Vince and I would get together and spend time.
Bo? Might have lost you, Bo.
Vince, can you hear me?
Hey, you're back.
There we go. I'm back. So, like I was saying, we can edit that out. But like I was saying, we used to spend so much time at Grandma and Poppy's, and it was such a good time. So, let me just end by saying this, Vince. I love you. You're a strong man, not just mentally, but honestly, physically. You've been one of the strongest guys I know. Somebody who's been stronger than me. I'm not even afraid. I'm not afraid to admit it. You've been stronger than me physically our whole life. Even
And
though
on bench press.
yeah, I know. I know. And you've been stronger mentally, physically. You've always been there for me, always had my back. It didn't matter if it was sticking up against our other two brothers, younger brothers, other friends. We always had each other's back. And that was the beautiful thing about our relationship is there was one person I could always count on. And if I needed to fight somebody, Vince was going to be there for me. So I really
Hey,
appreciate you, Vinny.
if I can, I know this
Yeah.
is 40 for 40 for your 40th birthday, and I would like to say, hands to God, you've been one of my most favorite people on the planet. We have done so much together. I just can't. I have always loved you. I'm so proud of you. What you've done with Allstate and the future to come for you, Bo, has been just something I can't wait to watch. I love you as a cousin. I wouldn't have picked another person on the planet to be my cousin. And I just want to say, I love you. And I know your struggles. And I know you've been there for me and I've been there for you. But at the end of the day, I love you, cousin, and happy 40th birthday to come.
Good. Well, I can't wait to celebrate it with you. And I love you. I thank you for the kind words. I don't bring people unlike you to make myself feel good. This truly is about you. I hope you feel good about yourself because you should be proud of yourself too, because this is one person in life that says, my life is truly better because of your life and our relationship. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You remove you from my past, my whole life is different. I'm not sure I would be where I'm at today. I for sure probably wouldn't be married to Kristen, which would mean I probably wouldn't have the success in business and the beautiful family that I have. So, you know, what's funny is that one little thing like that in life, God knew you needed to be there and you needed to have Kristen as a friend long enough for me to fail out of school, come back and get married
Now,
to her. So
that
I
don't need to
thank
be
you.
said. I knew at 15 you were meant for Kristen. I really did.
I
I knew at
know.
a very young age at Clay's Park, long time ago at a Christian Alive concert, camping week for 4 days, when that foreign exchange student knocked me out, knocked my tooth out. You were there. Your dad told me I should have been talking smack, even though I was asleep. I knew all well, very long ago. You two are meant for each other, and what a beautiful marriage and family you've built from there.
Oh, those listening, that's one of the best stories ever. And it'll be on our future podcast. Just
I would
think
love
what,
to do future podcasts with you, cousin, and some of the stories I think the world could at least laugh at, if not learn from.
yeah, I think we've learned a lot from those. And I think it's a really beautiful thing because moving back here, I don't see you a ton, but it's still more than if I didn't live here. And I am thankful. And I know we're both busy with multiple kids and business and wives, and we just got a lot going on, and we live in different towns with different schedules. So it is what it is some days, but I've told you I'd like to make you a bigger priority in my life. So I say this hand to my heart, hand to God. I'd like to make you a bigger priority. I want to thank you once again, man. I love you. And this is day 3 of 40 for 40, 40 people, 40 days, 40 birthday. Talk to you later, man.
I love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.